In 2026, there are literally hundreds of ways to build a really powerful AI chatbot. You could vibe code it from scratch. You could use platforms like n8n or make.com, for example. But after running my AI agency for almost 2 years, I realized that how you build things don't actually matter. Only two things do: the speed at which you can build AI agents and the quality of what you deliver. Which is why when I need to build a chatbot for any website or any mobile app that any of my clients may need, I use this platform called Astra, which helps me build customer-facing AI agents incredibly fast. And in this video, I'm going to be walking you guys through the Astra Wati agent platform. And then I'm going to build an AI agent with you guys from scratch for one of my new AISAS businesses called Instantly.ai. And I'm actually going to be setting a timer when I do this, just to show you guys how quick you can build customer-facing AI agents on this platform. And I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to get it done in less than like 5 minutes. And no, you absolutely do not need to know how to code. We're not even going to be looking at any piece of code today. I just want to say massive shout out to the Wati agent and the Astra team for sponsoring this video. If you guys want to build AI chatbots like the ones you're going to see in this video, then just do yourself a favor and use the personal link in the description down below, and you guys can follow along in this video and literally get your own AI chatbots for voice and text launched by the end of this video. So without further ado, like and subscribe, and let's dive right into the platform. I'm going to be showing you guys the best features that Wati has to offer, and then we're going to build it from scratch. So, when you guys first land onto the Wati platform, it's going to look something like this, where it's showing you some sample data of how they track the analytics of the agents that you're going to have live. We're going to get into this in a sec. Now, the first thing that I want to talk to you guys about is how we can actually train these agents. And there's 3 different types of knowledge sources that we can be giving all of our chatbots. And so, we select the Agent tab on the left-hand side, and we just click New Agent. We're just going to choose something really random for this example. I'm going to do an education technology specialist, and we're just going to click Use Template. And in this example, let's just say that we're going to be embedding it on the web. Now, we're going to do the real example in a sec, but I just want to show you guys how the knowledge sources work. Let's say I was doing this for my school academy, Kev's No Code Academy. I wanted to have a chatbot that is trained on everything that I teach and everything that is in that specific program. So all I would do, right, is open up Safari or any other platform. I would head over to that website and I would head over to my landing page. I'm just going to copy in that URL and we're going to paste it right in. And what it's going to use, it's going to basically extract all of the data that is on there, and then it just immediately adds this to the system prompt of the agent. And so here the agent's now going like, I'll quickly review the school.com to gather the up-to-date features and all that fun stuff. And if we click Save Changes, that's all cool, right? But we can go like 3 steps deeper, because on this left-hand side, if we now head over to the knowledge source, we're able to choose multiple different pages that the agent can be trained on. And so here we could see that the agent has trained on my personal school account, my paid school account, and the members that are inside of the school account. And so just based off of that one website that I gave it, this chatbot agent now has all of that context which it can use when, you know, customers are talking to this agent, like when did the No Code Academy start, or how many members are there, or why are people joining, you know, so on and so forth. But if I wanted to take things a step further, which I do, I can then head over to the document section. And this document section can actually be like really high-level instructions on how we want this agent to actually use the information that we're giving it. And so to take things a step further here, what I would be adding in this document are all of the AI workflows that we have, all of the code bases that we have, and all of the resources that we have, like our weekly school calls, like the onboarding call that people get when they join the academy at first, and the option to even join the free academy depending on where they are. Now, the third knowledge resource that we can be adding here, guys, is Q&A, or frequently asked questions. Now, something like a school academy doesn't necessarily need that many Q&As, but let's say we were building out this support agent for a software company. Well, software companies typically do have a lot of questions to be asked before a client signs up, and a lot of them are frequently asked questions. And so we can provide this agent with the frequently asked questions and the answers to those questions so that it never gets lost. Now let's talk about the second feature that I'm a huge fan of, guys, which is branding, right? So when you add your chat widget from like n8n or make.com, for example, these chat widgets will have like a watermark that basically says that this chat agent is from, you know, n8n or from make.com. And that's not like a professional look on your website versus when you're making a chat widget on the Wati platform. We can actually give it complete branding customization. And so like we can give this a name. We can say like this is like Daniel from Kev's No Code Academy. And in real time we could see there that the name of this widget or of this agent is going to evolve. Now let's say that the brand colors of my page were green. Well then we can change it to green, and we can also add in our brand logo to the chat widget that we're going to be using. And so when we deliver something like this for clients, they're going to have their own branded logo, their own branded theme, and all of the relevant information. And we just did this with a couple of clicks. Like we didn't have to put together any nodes, we didn't have to do any coding, and all I have to do is click saves and show you guys how to actually set this up. So I'm really big fan of branding. But the other part that I'm a huge fan of is this business context, right? So in the business context, we get to notify the agent. What is the brand about? What is Kev's No Code Academy about? It's teaching you guys the best AI agent workflows with no-code solutions and how to build software with no-code solutions like Cursor and Cloud Code. And so we would be able to fill up the About the Brand page here with all of that information. Now let's say we were, a high-ticket B2B agency that we were building this for. Well, then we can actually notify like what the typical deal value of our product is. Is it under a $0,000? Is it 1 to 5K? 5 to 25K? Like what would the typical value be? And this will help our agent to determine and qualify the actual lead that is having the conversation with our agent in real time. Now, another one could be the sales cycle length. So, from the first time that someone contacts us to a sale that gets closed, how long does that typically take? Now, for us, it's either immediately or 1 to 4 weeks. And so, I would select one of these two options for my own use case. If it was for the No Code Academy, it would be immediate because we don't have any sales calls for the Academy. You either join or you don't. And the last feature I'm actually a massive fan of, should not go slept on here, is the Conversations tab. And so this allows us to review all of the conversations that our live AI agents are doing to make sure that they're responding to our customers in the way that we want them to. If we're seeing, after 10, 20 conversations that the agent isn't responding correctly, then this allows us to actually debug that and see what's wrong and improve this agent over time. And this ties back to the whole reason of making this video, because Wati is this all-in-one house where we can give the agent the resources that it needs. We can debug it, and we can launch the agent all in one platform really quick. So now that was just the gist of how the Wati agent platform works. But now I'm actually just going to set up a timer, and we're going to build a real customer support agent for inst.ai. And I want to give you guys a quick background on instantly.ai so you guys can see all of my logic and reasoning when I'm building out this agent. Instantly.ai is essentially Instagram automation, very similar to the email platform Instantly.ai, which allows you to send cold emails at scale. Instantly.ai allows you to do the same thing, but for Instagram DM automations at scale, sending DMs to your warm leads that have either liked, commented, or already follow your Instagram page, for example. And so, the goal of this agent that we're going to build out together here is we want it to be embedded onto the homepage of insly.ai. We also want the agent to know about all of the features that we offer and the different pricing points, and potentially even add some of the frequently asked questions like, how do you guys gain access to our Instagram account? Is this safe? Is this going to get my account banned? Is there other things that I should be concerned about? And we can fill or feed the agent with all of these frequently asked questions to actually answer it correctly. So, let's hop back into the computer and let's build it. I'm going to hop into the timer here, and we're just going to put it on a stopwatch just in case it goes over 5 minutes, and we're going to get going. So, first thing I want to do is head over to the New Agent tab. In this case, since it's going to be for a SAS company, we're going to be choosing the SAS and Growth Agent template. We're going to click Use this template. Now, we have an option to set it up as a WhatsApp agent or embed it onto our website. We're going to be embedding it onto our website, so I'm going to select that and click Next. And snorts now, I'm just going to grab the website URL of Insti. So here we go. We load it up. I'm going to copy that. We're going to paste it in, and we're going to click Save and Personalize later. So what this agent's going to start doing now, it's going to scrape the entire website and all of the subdomains like the About page, the dashboard, and all that fun stuff. And now the agent is going to start writing out its instructions, which it's already doing for us right here. All right. So the agent said, I couldn't find that much public information on instill.app other than checking out the website. So it says, I'll proceed using your provided brand context. And so now it's going to write out all this information. Now, once this is done, I'm going to add in some additional, resources that it should know about the website that we are setting this chatbot up for. Now, I'm going to say the pricing plan has 3 tiers. The first tier is $99 a month, allows one account to be connected. The second tier is $1.99 a month and allows for 3 accounts to be connected. The goal of the platform is to scrape leads from people that have engaged with our posts in the past. Set up customized DM campaigns and run completely autonomously once set up. Yeah, and we'll just send that in. Okay, perfect. So now the agent is basically ready to go, and we can actually head over to test mode once this agent's done working. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to enable the agent, I'm going to save the changes, and then we're just going to pause the Astro Vibe, which is essentially like a vibe coding tool built into Astra to build out this agent with us. But now that we think the agent is basically ready to go, we can test it out on the Astra platform before adding it to our website. So, we're just going to say, what does Insti do? Snorts says, InStyle is a platform designed to enhance your outreach through AI-driven direct messages. It allows businesses to automate their Instagram outreach by sending targeted personalized messages to Instagram users. Key features, blah, 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 blah. So, that's all already a really good start, right? So, let's just say now I was pretty satisfied with the way that this agent is set up. We can actually go into save changes, and we're actually going to fix up the branding a little bit as well. So the name of this agent will be Brian from Insti. And what I would actually do as the logo for this is I would change out this generic logo Y with a profile picture logo or something like that. Laughter. Now, the Instantly brand colors is neon green, silver, and black. So I'm going to make this chat a widget silver. So there we go. We're going to change that to silver, and we're going to click Save Changes. Now, the next steps here, guys, is we're going to click Install Agent. And this gives us a bunch of different ways for us to import this agent into any type of platform. And whether it's on, Google Tags Manager or WordPress or Shopify, in this case, we're going to be doing it manually because our app is built on Cursor. So there's 2 ways that we can actually add this chat widget. We can add it as a spotlight or as a widget in the bottom right corner. So I recommend the bottom right corner widget. So after selecting that, we're going to then grab this customized code. We're just going to head over to Cursor, where I built into the AI. So now we can close out Astro, and I'm going to open up Cursor. In Cursor, I'm literally just going to say, I built a chat widget for interested customers to get their questions answered. Please embed this only on the home page of the application. And then we're going to paste in that code snippet right here, and we're going to click Enter. Now, what we're going to do to make sure that this is working is Snorts. We're going to open up the localhost server for ins.ai. We can see in the bottom right-hand corner we have the gray chatbot widget, and I'm just going to open that up. I'm going to drag my camera over, and we can have a little conversation. So we can say, what is the price points of Insti and what do they offer? And our guy Brian from Insti is about to crank this out. So here we go. So Instantly offers several pricing plans, each designed to cater to different needs. So first one's the starter plan, $1.99 or $99 a month. Growth plan, $1.99 a month. And it's giving us the in-depth explanation of what each of these price points actually offer. So honestly, that's really great, right? And what we're going to be able to do from here is watch what all of the other customers that are interested in this platform are asking. And in this way, we can actually debug this in real time. This also ties back to my whole concept on AI, where learning has to be done through action, especially in this world. So we need to essentially put something like this live, even if we're working with clients, and then get feedback from what the customers of these clients are saying. And so this is again why I'm a huge fan of this platform, because this would have taken a little bit too much time if I had to manually do this on a platform like Instantly or Make.com, and it also could take time if I wanted to vibe code it from scratch. But let's say I was really satisfied with this agent. Now, that took about 9 minutes, so I apologize. But let's say we were really, satisfied with how this agent was performing, and we wanted to use it for a different client. We can actually, duplicate the agent. So the Brian from Insti is right here. And let's say I was using this now for a different client, and we don't have to do any of that setup. We can then just click the 3 dots, click Clone, and then we can add in whatever customization that client would want for their chatbot agent. So that was a quick run through guys of the Wati agent platform because it is extremely powerful for what we're trying to accomplish as AI agency and AI agent providers, because the speed at which we can build this type of service and the quality at which we are building this service is really tough to compete with from any other platform. So when I build out chatbot agents, this is exactly what I use, and I hope this helped. See you guys in the next one.